Alright. Yeah, I'm using the music from Treasure Island Dizzy because I couldn't find the soundtrack for this. And I couldn't find it, I didn't feel like buying the soundtrack for this. Because I was like, oh... I just realized, like, at the last possible, it's like, oh... I gotta get this, and it's like... just a few too many hoops I wanted to jump through at short notice.
One of the older Blood Bowl games, Graveyardage from 1989.
Alright, I will add that to the list. Hey, Tyrion. Alright, I'm going to start this now, because one, we're running a little bit late, and two, the music is driving me mad. Alright, so... Hello, and welcome to a Sunday edition of Retro Rhapsody. So we uh, started a new thing last Sunday. The fact that I showed off that I'm doing my long play stuff, picking my long play games in a little bit of a different fashion than I normally do. And of course, when I forget to load up Firefox, it has an update. So rather than doing a poll or anything, I'm doing it like how I've been doing a lot of other things lately, and that is doing a random poll box. For example, this one. Last time, what we did is we had a poll, and Inherit the Earth came up, which is what we're playing today. So just in case I realize that I want to make sure that should this fall through, which I don't think it will, I'm planning on doing this for 2 episodes. I just want to make sure that I do have a proper backup. So since the people here, I guess, are the more, just make an assumption, but they're more dedicated because you're here right exactly as soon as it started. So I'm going to give you a chance to actually raffle or get into a raffles to pick the next one. So if anyone wants to get in and pick what the next box is going to be, just make a message real quick. And I can pick one now. So there's that. And while we're doing that, I will explain what Inherit the Earth is. So Inherit the Earth was a game that came out in I'll do it here so you can see what the little thumbnail is. Inherit the Earth was an adventure game by a group of people called the Dreamers Guild. I believe Wormkeep Productions is also a name that is associated with this. I'm pretty sure this is their only game. They are, as you can probably tell, much smaller group of developers, or like a developer group. Yeah, I cannot talk today. A smaller developer group that put together this game that was meant to be a trilogy, but due to, I believe, the cited reason is creative differences, not even like lack of money, it never came out. We'll see what Inherit the Earth is when we actually get into it, but it is I want to say it's more friendlier adventure game. I believe it is more of the LucasArts style of adventure game, much less Sierra, which you haven't really seen a whole lot of. We've only really seen Maniac Mansion, which in itself is kind of a bit more of a different style than, say, something like Monkey Island or Loom. This is, it is a more friendlier adventure game, from what I recall. It could be incredibly false, and this game's a dick, and I just don't realize it. But I'm pretty sure this is a pretty tame by comparison adventure game that has a... Okay, so I'm just going to rip this Band-Aid off right now. This is a very furry game. The developers of this game were very much just like, no, it wasn't meant to be like a furry thing, but it kind of is because... so I hit the wrong button. Because the people who developed it, I believe... The problem is that the site... It's actually funny. The site that I used to research this just went down. So I can't actually get my thing. Get my research. David Joyner is the main developer of this. Also goes by the name Talon. And I think, if I remember correctly, he is not a furry, at least as far as I remember. And there are several people on the development team of this game that most certainly are. There were some very prominent artists from the era. I wish I had the name, but the name is I can't get to it because the site just went down. I believe his name is Reed Walker. Was one of the bigger animators on this, who is a name in the I'm just forgetting words, in the culture, I guess, for creating one of the very first furry comics, Omaha the Cat Dancer, which is definitely not safe for work. I will tell you that right now. So if you look it up, be prepared for some very lewd things. Kind of off the cuff of the ending of things like Fritz the Cat and other underground comics. His comic was kind of the first big furry comic, and he worked as an animator on this. Other artists that worked on this actually are still active and still making art. I don't have. It's like the information I had already, and just poof, it just all gone. So, whatever. There is that. So that's Inherit the Earth. So while I did that, did just the last call, did anyone want to go in for a pick of what we do after this? No, bring this up. Because right now all we have is Axe. All right. So what happened was the site that I was going to use for research is now down, so I can't actually access it. So yeah, just so I was asking if anyone else wanted to go. Right now it's just Axe and Tyrion. So I will let me get a raffle thing up. So actually, how about this? Since it's just you two, Axe, pick heads or tails. Well, it just went down, so it's like I don't have the time to, like, do all that. Like the site was up about 10 minutes ago, and then just went down, like, temporary. Okay, that works. So Axe, what did you want to pick? Going back here. For your box. Which one of these boxes do you want to pick? I will say also, I don't know when I'll get to this because I know that in May I have some things that I wanted to have set up, so there is that. All right, 8A. All right, from one furry adventure game to another, I guess. Blazing Dragons. Let me just double check which that one was. That is a twofer. Okay, so there. We'll be doing back-to-back adventure games. Anyway, enough of that. Let us go ahead and get started with the actual game. So let me just go ahead and get this started. Yoop. Oh, what the hell are you? There we go.
We see the sky, we see the land, we see the water, and we wonder, are we the only ones? Long before we came to exist, the humans ruled the earth. They made marvelous things and moved whole mountains. They knew the secret of flight, the secret of happiness, and other secrets beyond our imagining. The humans also knew the secret of life, and they used it to give us the four great gifts: thinking minds, feeling hearts, speaking mouths, and reaching hands. We are their children. They taught us how to use our hands and how to speak. They showed us the joy of using our minds. They loved us, and when we were ready, they surely would have given us the secret of happiness. And now we see the sky, the land, and the water that we are heirs to, and we wonder, why do they live still in the stars, in the ocean depths, in the wind? We wonder, Was their fate good or evil? And will we also share the same fate one day?
So yes, inherit the earth, quest for the orb. Oh, he is listed as talent in here, okay.
I won! I knew I could defeat you!
What? Why, how did you...
While your pawn was still searching in the Cave of Tears, my paladin made it through the forest to home base. You were taken totally by surprise.
How could I have allowed myself to be defeated by such a simple trick?
You weren't defeated by a trick. You were defeated by your own cockiness. You were already polishing the victory medallion instead of concentrating on the puzzle.
That's not true. I was...
Hear ye! Hear ye! It is time for the awarding of the prizes. The silver medallion for second place is awarded to Griff of the Fox Tribe. And the first prize of the gold medallion goes to Scory of the Rat Tribe. Congratulations to both of our winners. Now, everyone, enjoy the fair!
Hey, Shark Vega.
Oh, Riff! You won! You got the silver medallion for second place.
It's not first place. I should have won first place. I was too busy thinking about the prize instead of the puzzle. I should have...
Attention, everyone. By authority of the Forest King, I hereby declare this fair officially closed.
What is the meaning of this?
The Orb of Storms has been stolen from its resting place.
Orb of Storms. This is most distressing.
Until the orb has been returned, everyone is confined to their homes while a full investigation is conducted.
Confined? Boars cannot be confined. We go where we want. We do what we want.
Including perhaps stealing the Orb of Storms?
Boars do not steal. Why would we steal it?
The orb predicts storms. Storms bring rain. Rain brings mud. And who likes mud better than anything? Boars.
Bah! If we had wanted the orb, we would have just walked in boldly and taken it. No, Elk, we are not thieves. We do not sneak around and steal like the fox.
Hey!
Quiet. Or is there something you'd like to tell us?
Just that foxes don't always steal. Some of us have never stolen anything.
Confess, Fox. Tell us where you were last evening just before sundown.
I camped in the woods overnight on my way here.
And I suppose someone saw you and can confirm this?
I can. I was with him the whole time.
Ha! First one fox lies, and then the other fox does, by saying the first one was telling the truth. We boars want the orb returned. As much as I hate to admit, there is truth in what the elk captain has said. Without the orb, we will not know when the rains will come. We will not know when to prepare the mud baths. All this makes the boars very mad. We want answers now. And morphs without answers will get hurt.
Are you threatening us?
Boars will hurt. Boars will hurt all. Boars want the orb back now!
Very well, Captain. I'll deal with this. Under the authority granted me by the Forest King, I arrest you both for the theft of...
But you can't do that. We haven't stolen anything.
I'm afraid I'll have to hold the two of you in custody until this puzzle is solved.
Puzzle? You say this is a puzzle? Then I'm the last person you want to arrest.
What do you mean?
See this medallion? This is for second place in the puzzle-solving contest. If anyone can find the Orb of Storms and bring it back to you, it's me.
Well then, Fox. I suppose it is up to you after all.
Very well. You have until the next new moon to find the orb.
Okay, see you then. Come on, Reen.
However, just to make sure that you return, I will send one of my warriors along with you. Lieutenant Iya, please step forward. Lieutenant Iya, you will accompany them on their quest. Aid them wherever and whenever you can. But if they try to escape or refuse to return, your orders are to use whatever force is necessary to return them to us to stand trial. Is that perfectly clear, Lieutenant?
Yes, my captain.
Wait! Boars do not trust foxes. Boars do not trust elk. Both are weak fools. I will send along a true warrior, one who will get the job done. Ark! Ark, go with them. Find this orb. If they are lying, kill them. If they try to escape, kill them. If you suspect treachery, kill them. If they do not find the orb, kill them.
What about if we snore too loudly?
Riff!
Maybe I won't wait. Maybe I'll kill them now.
Enough. Now go. Remember, you have only until the next new moon to complete your quest.
Wait. I do not trust you most of all, young fox. So, to make sure you come back, we will keep your little friend.
Ow! Riff!
Reen!
Remember, if you return by the next new moon, your friend will be released unharmed. If you don't return by then, why, I'll just have me a new pelt for my wall. Now go!
Reen! Reen!
I suggest you concentrate on completing your task. Remember, you have only until...
The next new moon. You don't have to remind me. I'll be here, and I'll have the orb with me.
I hope that you do. Lieutenant Iya, you're in charge. Carry on, and Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
Well, my new friends, our quest lies ahead. Let us not keep it waiting.
Okay, so that was a lot to unpack. So first off, the plot of this game's kind of dumb. Because it's like, oh, the Orb of Storm. Clearly these people, these only foxes that are here at this tournament, clearly are the ones who did it.
Everybody's so easily swayed in this game.
Also, this is very much going headfirst. Some things, like some media that have, like, you know, animal people in it, they do, like, you know, be subtle with the animal stereotypes. This one knows, this game knows authors that do that and think they're all cowards and go headfirst into it. So there's that. Also, the name for animal people in this one are Morse, which can't say they're not furries, they're anthros. I guess they're not furries, they're Morse. And I'm pretty sure this isn't hard timed. I think it's just saying you have until the next day, just as like plot thing. I'm pretty sure this isn't on a timer. So there's that. Anyway, we have our, you know, our standard. We can walk to. We can, you know, talk to the people here. I think. Can I? Do I not have? Oh, okay. So we'll change that so we can. Yep. Now talk to.
I have my orders to help you. Lead on as you wish, but I'll be watching everything you do.
So yes, we have 3 people that we normally control Riff, but we also... Okay, I don't like this.
I'm here to assist you, not intimidate you. I'll do as you wish.
Alright. Okie dokie. Is there anything I can...
I'll get a rematch. Then they'll see.
Oh, is it... Okay, is it right-click to... Let's see if I look at the game
This is
table.
the scene of my humiliating defeat. Just an ordinary bale of hay.
Is there any other things I can verb to? Okay, I can look at...
Very festive.
Alright. Let's walk to outside. Okay, let's talk to you.
Good day to you, sir. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
If it isn't the fox that closed down the fair and ruined my vacation, would I mind if you asked me a few questions? Of course not. You may waste all of my time if you wish.
Would you tell me...
What I was doing at the time of the theft? Of course, I was butting heads with one of the other fairgoers.
You were having an argument with him?
I didn't say I was arguing with him. I said we were butting heads.
Who do you think might have stolen the orb?
I think it was the rats. No, on second thought, I think it was the bears. However, it could have been the dogs. My vote, however, is with one of those crafty foxes. All the fingers seem to be pointing to them, and to one in particular. And I have seen no evidence to the contrary. Have you?
Do you have any idea why someone might have wanted to steal the orb?
Something that predicts the weather, tells us the seasons, something upon which our entire agricultural existence depends? I can't possibly imagine why anyone would want to steal that old thing. Perhaps to make into a necklace? What do you think?
What do you know about these orbs?
Only 2 things. 1, they are round, hence the name orb. 2, the theft of one has caused the complete ruination of my vacation at this fair. That is all I know about them, and that is all I want to know about them.
Can you give me any advice in looking for the missing orb?
Yes, I can. I suggest you take the longest, most difficult route available. Don't forget to stop occasionally and bang your head with a large rock or other blunt instrument. Bury your face in a hill of red ants whenever you can. And if you should run across any rams that might be on holiday, don't forget to take time out and totally ruin it for them.
Thank you for...
Farewell, young fox. If we never meet again, it will be too soon.
Wow, what a sore head. Hey, a ram. Butting heads? Sore head? That's pretty good.
Shut up, Riff. Oh, is that an otter or a snake? I think that's an otter. Yeah, come back. Oh, here, let me talk to you. There, saw the rat.
Good day to you, sir.
Forced to pack up and move out before my wares are sold. This is not a good day, sir.
Would you be so kind as to tell me where you were evening last?
I was working my booth, trying to make a meager living. I am a merchant. Where else would I be?
Can you think of anyone who would want to steal the Orb of Storms?
The orb is very valuable to many races. It could have been anyone here. It could have been no one here.
And what is it you sell around here?
I am a bookseller.
Why would anyone steal the orb?
The orb has great value. It could be used by many races.
How would you use it?
I am a merchant. If I had such an orb, I would sell it to the highest bidder. Then I could retire and live the rest of my days in luxury.
What do you know of these orbs?
I only know that they came from the time before, when man walked the earth. I do not know how they were made, nor how they came to contain their powers.
Can you offer me any advice for my quest?
Trust no one, not even your traveling companions. Sleep lightly. Watch your back at all times, and should you obtain the orb's return, get rid of it as quickly as you can, or it will become a curse upon your life.
Thank you for your time and trouble, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Excuse me, my good lady, but my companions and I are in search of the Orb of Storms.
The orb? Go on.
Perhaps you could tell us where you were evening last.
I was in my wagon, preparing my sculptures for today's sale. They are quite beautiful.
Ah, thank you for the follow.
Is there anyone who could vouch for your whereabouts?
I'm afraid not. No one saw me from early yesterday evening until today.
Can you tell me who might have stolen the orb?
Someone very clever. I understand the orbs are heavily guarded. In order for someone to steal one, he would have to be very clever indeed, or be someone that even the guards would not suspect.
What would you do with such an orb if you had it in your possession?
I'd try to take it apart, find out how it worked. What a feat of engineering! What skill that would take!
What do you know of these orbs?
I know they contain the secrets of nature itself. I do not understand how they work. It has been my fondest wish to be able to take one apart and look inside for myself. Perhaps someday.
Do you have any advice?
I can't remember if it's a whodunit or not.
I cannot help you find the orb, but once you do, I suggest you learn all you can about it. Then bring your knowledge to me, and I'll see if I can make another. Together, we could become very rich.
Thank you for your time, friend Parrot. I must be off.
Don't forget what I said. I will anxiously await your return.
Okay. Okay, talk to the rat. Where's that, let's see, let's go along here. I do have a guide for this game.
Excuse me.
That...
You wish to have your
Yeah, I'm
fortune
using a guide. That's all.
What is your name?
That's the end of that sentence.
My name is Riff, and I come here seeking information.
Information is my business.
Not information about myself, but rather about the Orb of Storms.
Ah, so you are the one sent to seek the orb. Bid your friends wait elsewhere, and I will supply the information you seek.
Now then, about the Orb of Storms.
Patience, my handsome friend.
See, all the while that this is going on, I'm just looking at that eat banner to the left, and that's a good banner.
Interesting. You may now ask your questions.
I suppose you were in your booth last evening telling fortunes?
Now, who is telling fortunes? I was here, Kittling, all evening.
Perhaps you could look into your crystal and tell me who did this deed.
Very well. I can see forms, many forms, but I cannot make them out. I sense great power. Your quest will be a most dangerous one.
For what purpose was the orb stolen?
If the thief would sell information on the seasons and weather to other tribes, it would make him very rich indeed.
What do you know of the orbs?
I know that the Orb of Storms is but one of several. I also know that all of the orbs are somehow linked to a great intelligence from which their powers are derived.
And what is the source of this great intelligence?
That is a mystery that died with the humans.
What advice can you give me on my quest?
I suggest you examine the scene of the crime. You may find other pieces to your puzzle there.
You mean journey to the sanctuary of the Orb of Storms?
Yes. There you will find the Old One, Elara. She may help you, but first you must convince her that your heart is true.
Then I shall be on my way. Thank you for your help and counsel.
Will you not tarry a while longer? Perhaps a soft bed will rest and refresh you for your journey.
My friend is being held prisoner. Until she is free, there will be no rest for me.
I see. Then off with you, handsome one. May fortune smile upon you.
It. Come on. There we go. Yep. Okay, there we go. Also, I'm curious. Oh, I can't look at it. This perspective is interesting. Oop. I don't think there's anything worthwhile going in there. Oh, you want to talk to... Eh. Where'd he go? There we go. There we go.
Excuse me, friend. Could we ask you some questions?
Time is money, my friend. If you want one, it will cost you the other.
But we have very little money, and we will need it for our quest to find the Orb of Storms.
Sorry, friend. Like I said, no dime, no time. Bye now.
Perhaps keeping your head attached to your body has some value to you.
Yes, it certainly does.
Now then, what were you doing last night when the orb was stolen?
I was playing dominoes out behind one of the tents. Honest, I was there all evening.
And others can vouch for that fact?
Sure, plenty of people saw me.
Do you know of anyone who might have stolen the orb?
Are you joking? I know plenty of people who might have stolen it, but I don't know of anyone who did steal it, and that's the truth.
You seem to associate with a fairly unsavory lot. Have you heard any rumors among your companions?
Hydration has been achieved.
Not a thing. Most of the people I know are into petty theft. Nothing as big as an orb.
But the orb is quite valuable. You and your friends have every motive for stealing it.
Suppose I did steal the orb. What would I do with it? You can't fence something like that. No, stealing the orb is way out of my league.
What do you know about the orb?
No more than anyone else. It's the orb that predicts the weather and tells when to plant the crops. It's been around since the time of man. That's all I know. Honest.
Do you have any advice for us on our search?
This thing is big. It's much too big a job for one person.
You mean one person could not have stolen it?
One person might have stolen it, but it would take a whole syndicate to either use it or get rid of it. Whoever made off with it is bound to have some really powerful contacts.
Well, my friend, if you run across any information, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
And if you don't let us know, it will make me most displeased. Do we understand each other?
We most certainly do. If I hear of anything, you'll be the first to know.
See that we are. Farewell.
Okay, I had to look something up because something about Riff's voice actor just sounds very familiar. And I'm just trying to see. I'm looking through his. So it's not listed on Wikipedia on IMDb, but the English voiceover fandom apparently has it. And I'm trying to look to see if there's something that's standing out. Apparently he's the voice of Akuma. Yeah, none of these are super standing out. Yeah, I do see some interesting names in here that I'm curious if they'll come up, so... Yeah, okay. So, according to the guide, there should be a money seller, as they phrase it, up here somewhere. Is this a door I can open? Oh, it's just a house. Drink. Ooh. Oh, hey. Let's see. Okay. Bets on whether or not the bear merchant has a Russian accent.
Hydrate.
Hydrated.
Good work.
All right, here we go.
Pardon me, my friend. I'm conducting an investigation. Would you mind answering a few questions for me?
You wanna ask me questions?
I think I would have
I'm
preferred a
not
Russian
very
accent.
good at answering questions, but I'll try.
Where were you last night?
I know this one, and don't tell me. Let me think.
Mr. Bear.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Last night, today I'm here. Oh yeah, last night I was here too. I was getting my wares ready to sell.
Also, whoever drew this portrait has never seen a bear before.
And what exactly is it that you sell?
Sweets, fruit on a stick, honey on a stick, honeyed fruits on a stick. If it's sweet and will fit on a stick, I'll sell it.
Who do you think might have stolen the Orb of Storms?
That's a hard one. Who stole the orb? Let's see. I think it was the thief.
The thief?
That's right. If you find the thief, you'll have the person who stole the orb.
Why do you think someone, the thief, might have stolen the orb?
Maybe it was pretty. Maybe it tasted good. Maybe it was fun to roll around and play with.
What do you know about the Orb of Storms?
It's been stolen.
I know it's been stolen. I just don't know by whom.
I'll bet it was that thief you were talking about.
I didn't say there was a thief. You did.
There wasn't a thief? That's good. It'd be awful if someone stole one of those orbs.
What advice would you give in searching for the orb?
Let's see. Take some warm clothes, especially your mittens, and a warm hat. And don't forget your galoshes. Always be polite and say please and thank you.
What's that?
What's what?
I believe I heard someone calling me.
I don't hear.
Thank you so much for your time and trouble, Mr. Bear.
And don't take any wooden nickels.
That, I wish that didn't happen. Oh wait, actually, hold on, I feel like my guard. Okay.
Next time, this will be...
Can I...
Next time.
Hold on. Pick up.
Next time.
Oh. Oh, I can't give... Okay. I guess he's not the... I guess he is not the person we're looking for. Let's continue to go down this way. Okay. Wait, are you...
Excuse me, my good woman, but could I trouble you long enough
Did
to
I ask you
a few questions?
Oh, very well. Ask your questions, but make them brief.
Where were you last night, just after dusk?
Where I was and what I was doing is none of your business.
Do you have any suspicions as to who may have stolen the Orb of Storms?
There are plenty around here who would be mean enough to do it. I wouldn't put it past any of them.
Can you suggest why someone might have stolen the orb?
Because people are mean. They're just plain mean. The minute you get anything nice, someone is going to come along and steal it from you. It's always been that way, and that's the way it'll always be.
Do Do you have any information about the stolen orb?
Now, do I look like the type of person who would have information about those silly orbs? Seems that people have placed so much importance on these orbs, they've forgotten how to do anything for themselves. Know what I mean?
Could you offer me any advice on my search?
The only advice I have is not to take any advice from anybody. They don't know what they're talking about. They'll just try to steal from you, or cheat you, or get whatever you've got. People are like that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I must be off. Thank you so much for your time and wisdom, my good woman. It has truly been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you, young man. It was nice to talk to you, too. Such a polite young man. Good luck to you and your companions. Just you be careful. There's so much meanness out there, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Fare you well.
Ah, there you are.
Good day to you. Friend Mole, I was wondering.
If I can exchange your currency, what would be your pleasure?
We are seeking information. We are investigating the disappearance of the Orb of Storms.
So, you are the ones who have ruined the fair. Be gone! I have nothing to say to you.
Then you have no knowledge of the orb's disappearance?
I have no knowledge of anything. Now leave me alone.
Tell us what you know about the orb.
I told you, I know nothing. Now be gone.
Have you noticed any large amounts of money changing hands of late?
No, and if I had, I wouldn't tell you. The only hands I care about are mine. And since there is no money to be changed here, I'll bid you adieu. Adieu! Tell us what you know. I told. Now be.
Okay, so there are things that just don't go away if they're exhausted.
I see I will have to try a different approach with this one. It seems that of all the people at this fair, you are the one who would have the most to gain by the theft of the orb.
I? What would I have to gain?
A thing of such value would surely bring a good price. And a money changer would be the first to whom the thief would go to ransom the prize. Tell us what you know, or we will turn you over to the authorities.
You can do nothing. You have no evidence. You have no proof. All you have are wild accusations. Now, go away. You waste my time.
Well, yeah, wild accusations is what everybody has.
Okay.
We have very...
That depends on what you have of value. Nothing.
Except my silver medallion.
Ah, silver. I'll give you 20 credits for it.
My medallion is not for sale.
20 credits is best I can do. Take it or leave it.
You don't understand. A friend once told me that I should be proud of this medallion. It is for her that I wear it.
Very well, my sentimental young friend.
I have decided to take you up on your offer.
And what offer is that?
You offered to buy my medallion.
But you said you weren't going to sell it for the sake of your girlfriend.
It is for her sake that I now sell it.
May I see the medallion?
Indeed you may. It is pure silver.
So I see. Very nice, indeed. I will give you 15 credits for it.
15 credits? You said you would give me 20 when I asked before.
That was before. It has gone from a seller's market to a buyer's market. 15 is my final offer. Take it or leave it.
Why, you...
Keep him away from me, or you shall get nothing.
Patience, friend Doc. We cannot harm him.
This is no more than highway robbery.
It is only the law of supply and demand, and in this case, I have the supply and you have the demand. Now come, let us either strike or be on your way.
Wait.
It is a poor bargain at best.
He's got it backwards.
Very well. I
Yes.
accept your terms.
but Riff!
We have no more time for arguments, friend Doc. We must do what we must do.
There
You
are,
have the
young
supply and
fox.
he's got the
Come to
demand.
diminish. Do come again, won't you?
Yeah, it's
I look forward to our next transaction.
yes.
Everybody's reasoning in this game sucks.
We are we are
Oh,
Be gone.
there.
Then
There we
you
go.
have no knowledge.
I now need.
There we go. Let's go.
Fine then. Goodbye.
Also,
Don't come
I was, okay, man. I was looking at voice actor again, looking the one for Auk. Michael Sorich, and why does that name sound familiar? He's done a lot. Oh, Michael Sorich, what did you do? Other than I see that he voiced Dogi in some of the East games. God, why does that name sound familiar? Or no, he voiced it in the... Oh, he voiced it in the OVA. That's... Huh. Interesting. Anyway, I'll do that. Okay, I need to actually play this game. Okay, so the guide says that that's actually all we need to do here. So we can go ahead and leave. I just need to figure out where leave is. Oh, wait, okay, we can walk on, you know. Okay. Also. Oh, I have to. Okay. Okay, I guess can't leave that way. I guess we got. Okay. Okay, so I think we need to go to the sanctuary.
Wow. Look at the size of those knockers.
Indeed. Let us hope those inside are responsive to our inquiries.
I don't care as long as they answer our questions.
Come back here. Gonna talk to you.
Where is my cup? Has anyone...
Okay. Let's see.
It's locked.
Okay. Yep. I want to talk to you.
Where is my...
Oh. Is it?
I've been warned about your.
Okay. Okay, we're looking for somewhere that apparently there is a smaller door. Which that looks like this. That looks like... Oh.
The temple looks quite beautiful from here.
What do you want?
We seek Elara, matron of the orb.
You have found her. Identify yourselves.
My name is Riff. These are my companions. Ia, lieutenant of the Forest King, and Sergeant Ak of the Boar Guard. We have come to find the Orb of Storms.
For what purpose?
To return it here.
How do I know you're not planning to keep it for yourself?
You have my word of honor.
And what do I know of your honor? There are rumors that the orb was stolen by a fox. How do I know that you are not the thief himself?
There is no evidence of my guilt, only the prejudice of small minds. If I were in possession of the orb, why would I return?
Perhaps to see what else you can steal?
But
Enough! The Orb of Storms was in my care and now it is gone. I will not risk further desecration by allowing outsiders to poke their noses around this sanctuary. Leave at once!
Wait! I represent your great friend, the Forest King. Does that mean nothing to you?
Our friendship means a great deal. But how do I know you represent him?
Do I not wear the uniform of the Elk Guard?
Anyone can wear a uniform. Bring me a token of authority from the king himself, and you shall have my cooperation in conducting your investigation.
What shall the token be?
The king will know.
But our time is short. We have only until the next new moon to return the orb.
Then I suggest you make haste. Now go. Go! Return when you have the token.
Give me one sec. Shoot. Hold on. Crap. Okay. There. Okay, and then... Alright, now we need to go to the forest. That's a castle. House. There should be a forest that I can walk to. Village. Sanctuary. Castle. There's a fair. Cave. Market fair. Sanctuary. House. Is there like a... Can I hit tab to look at all the places I can click? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there it is. So you're hauling ass. Okay.
Ah, home at last. Every time I stand at this hallowed gate, I am in awe of what lies within. Trees, flowers, streams, fish, an abundance of food. What more could anyone ask?
Mud! Of course!
The writ of authority will suffice for me.
Your Majesty, we are most grateful for this audience.
How may I be of service to you?
In our investigation, we sought to explore the Sanctuary of the Orb. We were, however, stopped by Alara, matron of the Sanctuary.
Yeah! She won't let us in unless you say so!
What the Boar Guard means is that she requires a token
Okay.
of authority
Yes.
before she will grant us admittance.
that what I said?
Elara is wise. There is no one more qualified to guard the orb than she. And of all of us who feel its loss, it is she who feels it most deeply. Here, take this to her. This will convince her of your authority.
A golden apple? That's it?
This apple will speak volumes. Now go. Your quest will be an arduous one, and time is of the essence if war with the boar is to be avoided.
We are in your debt, Your Majesty.
Okay, so now I know who Michael Sorge, why that voice sounds familiar. It's Ishikawa from Ghost in the Shell.
The Forest King sends his respects and bids us give you this golden apple as a token of authority. He said that it would have meaning for you.
Oh, is Final 2 next week?
Indeed it does. This apple is a souvenir of a quest.
If I didn't already have something that I was planning on doing next Friday, I would have done that.
He was as noble a warrior as he is a king.
Man, my Switch is going to get a lot of use next week.
Sanctuary so that we may investigate the stolen orb.
You may search to your
God, it's April
heart's
32.
content. I
Rip my
shall
wallet.
open the gates. Good fortune be with you.
Thank you, mistress.
Okie dokie, now that we've done that.
I like how everybody's equally as stubborn as they are easy to sway.
Yeah. This is not exactly a complex character study. Oh yeah, I can just get Final 2 for the PC. I probably should just do that. Get to the Northwest. That should now be available to us. Not there.
It's locked.
Okay. I usually don't get collector's editions, but
It's locked.
I'm just fine with the digital ones. Okay, is it here that I can go to?
It's open.
I guess so. Okay, I'm supposed to look for... That's a wall. I thought that was a path. Ooh. Oh. I didn't notice that. Okay. Oh, there's a footprint here.
Wait!
What?
It's a footprint. Do you recognize it, Ia?
It doesn't look familiar, but tracking was never my strong point. Perhaps we can find someone who can identify it.
We'll have to bring him here. We certainly cannot move the mud.
What should we do?
I've never seen berries like this before. I wonder where they came from.
Alright, I need to do something real quick, so I will be right back.
So how's everybody's day? Hope you're having a good one. Good work. Terrible. I'm extremely sick. No, I would absolutely presume that alcohol, either drinkable or spreadable, would make this situation far, far worse. Oh God, no. Last time I drank was on my birthday weekend. Yeah, hydrating's the difficult part because trying to keep the water down. I've got plenty of water. I don't think so. I've never gotten the flu. It just kind of hit me out of nowhere on Saturday. Did anybody else see the Mortal Kombat film? If you did, what did you think of it? Hearing it's good, hearing it's good. I might temporarily get HBO Max just to watch it. Think you can get that through Hulu.
Alright, I am sorry about that. There was like a chain of things I had to take care of, so... But I should be back now. Alright, let's see. Turning back to where I was. Now I gotta figure out how I need to leave this area. Right here.
It's open.
Thank you. Okay, now I need to go to this village.
Pardon.
Yes?
What village is this?
This is the Ferret Village and site of the Tinker's Lodge.
What village?
This?
Well,
Hi.
sorry to take a...
Good day.
Okay, that did not take me where I wanted to go. Unless this is actually where I want to go and there's just no signage.
Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
Oh, this is where I need to go.
Thank you.
Okay, where is the exit? Walk to... There we go. Okay, I think you need to go in here.
Good day to you, sir.
Anything I can get for you?
No, just browsing, thanks.
Browse away. I'll just stand here and stare at you until you buy something. No pressure.
Okay, so we need... Barrel of spikes, huh? Barrel of nails. No, I don't want... What I want is... Oh, where are you? This is kind of why I wish every adventure game had the paradigm thing of you just hover something and it'll just say, here's all the clickable interactables. Oh, are these what I want?
Is that plaster you carry?
Yes.
No, sir. Too heavy. Wouldn't want to hurt my back. Get it? You asked if I carry bags of plaster. I said they were too heavy. It's a joke.
Yes, quite humorous indeed. Let me rephrase my question. Can we get plaster here?
Try the pub. You can always get plastered there. Get it? It's a joke. You said you were looking to get...
I know what I said.
I'm going to steal a hammer
I just love a good
out of
joke,
spite.
you know? Can't pass up an opportunity to make a funny. Sure, I've got plaster. Got some great plaster. Fast drying, super hard, best on the market. Only cost you 15 credits a bag.
15 credits, you say?
These must be...
What if I gave you
15 credits, eh? Just enough for the bag of plaster. How does that sound?
One bag of plaster coming right up.
Alright, I now have plaster. Oh, good. Oh. Oh, I can just click the outside of the box and that works, it seems. That's actually very good. This seems very... I don't remember if how trade X for X or X for Y Monkey Island was, but this seems a lot more of the Sierra style. Hey, you just happen to need these things. Also, I think I am lost. Can you take me to the outside of this village? Hopefully if I just walk far enough... No. Great. Also, I think I need to position myself a little bit better. Hey! Nope, that's outside the game window, and that's not gonna help me. That's just gonna activate Discord. Alright. Nope. Oh, also... I'm forgetting key adventure game thing. Yep, yep. There we go. Save early, saved often. Ah, there we go. Alright, now we gotta go back to the sanctuary. Also, crack that open. Pour that into my mug. Try not to spill. That's good enough. Look at the knockers. Alright, let's go in. Okay, so now I need to acquire bucket. Okay, so now that we're in here, we need to find a bucket. And it says, let's see, head to the sacred area and pick up the bucket from one of the small fenced gardens within the southern part of the area. Well, there's the fence, but is that a bucket right there? Oh, that is in fact
Just your average garden variety bucket.
There, we have acquired a bucket. Use empty bucket with the irrigation trench.
That water is too muddy.
Okay. I guess we gotta be special. And go and grab... Take it. I was gonna say, is that even...
It appears to be...
I really hope this doesn't work.
Nice, clear water.
You can't... I don't know how good getting water out of a bird bath to fill a bucket would be.
It's gotta be a deep bird bath.
A very shallow bucket. Okay, so now...
There's nothing...
Okay, so use plaster with...
Looks good. Now, to use it before it dries.
Use wet plaster with footprint.
Perfect.
And now... Earlier in mixed plaster with water. Pick up the footprint. Up. Wait. Okay. Okay, can you vacate? Okay, pick up plaster cast.
This plaster is heavy.
There. Now we got... I like that it says pick up the castle in this guide. And
Oh,
leave.
you are strong. So what exactly did that accomplish?
So they found a footprint in the garden, which is likely to be someone nefarious, judging by adventure game logic. And we got a cast of it, and now we need to go to the castle and show, hey, we found someone nefarious.
This strikes me as being most unwise. Walking into the enemy camp and risking capture ourselves is the last thing we need.
But information is the first thing we need, and this may be our only way to obtain it.
I still think this is pure folly.
Perhaps the elk is right. We should not disturb the Boar King. He will be very angry.
Really, Ak? Surely you have nothing to fear. You are an honored Boar warrior, specially chosen for this mission by the captain of the Boar Guard. I should think you'd be expecting a hero's welcome.
Bah, this assignment is not an honor. It is a punishment.
What? A punishment? What was your offense?
I was on guard duty. A great celebration was going on inside, and a fellow guard managed to slip me a tankard of ale. Then another, and another. The next thing I remember, the captain of the guard was throwing a bucket of water in my face.
You got drunk and fell asleep on guard duty?
It happened over a year ago. Since then, whenever a disagreeable task comes along, it's given to me.
Then we will see to it that the success of this quest restores your honor.
Okay, this looks like a good saving spot. Or why don't they call him a... Oh, I can't fit Boar here. Okay.
Excuse me, we have come to see...
Well, well, what have we here? If it isn't a fox and an elk. An elk!
So, were you able to find your way back by yourself, or did you get lost again?
Oh, please, Sergeant Ock, have mercy on me. Please don't make me go in front of the Boar King and plead my case.
But
please, don't make me go into his throne room. You are so strong and I am so weak. As much as I fear you, I fear the Boar King even more. Have mercy!
What are you...
Please, Sergeant Ock, do not drive us so hard. We have been walking many days to get here and are fatigued beyond words. We cannot keep up with you. Please, we must rest.
Rest? You want rest? I have no time for rest. You, Fox, get to the throne room. The king will enjoy watching you grovel. Now, you two, open the gate. Go ahead, Riff. Elks are not welcome, so I must remain here to protect Ia.
Oh, really?
Oh, good. Oh.
Your Majesty.
Oh, that was an easy
presenting
puzzle.
Riff of the Fox tribe.
Your Majesty, I have been falsely accused of the theft of the...
I know who you are, Riff of the Fox tribe. Please, I like to be addressed face to face.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I have come to ask your indulgence.
I said I like to be addressed face to face. You may address me here.
But, Your Majesty...
Address me here or leave. Those are your choices, Fox.
Your Majesty, I am deeply grateful for this audience. I believe you are holding my friend Reen hostage. And I have come to ask you for her release.
Hostage? We don't have any hostages here. We do, however, have a quite charming guest. Captain!
Riff!
Reen? Reen!
Be careful! Don't let them hurt you!
Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll get you out.
Reen! I'll be back. I will see that she is kept safe until either you fail or you do not return. Then, I give you my word that she will suffer mightily. Now go! You have ceased to amuse me. Leave while you still have your life.
But I will return to claim both my friend and my honor.
Well, why aren't you leaving?
Oh, I am.
Ah, the poor fox. He's doomed, and he doesn't even know it.
Well, what have you learned?
Ugh, mud! How revolting! I may never get this mud out of my fur. What's this?
What is it?
It appears to be a ring with the crest of a wolf's head upon it.
Where did you get it?
It was stuck on my toe when I came out of the mud.
That's interesting. All right, now let's go over here. All right.
Good day to you, sir.
Day it is. Good it is not.
We are in need of information.
What sort of information?
I am curious about the history of the rat tribe. What can you tell me?
I have no time for a history lesson. You should schedule an appointment with one of our historians.
Your historians?
That's right. We rats are one of the few tribes that can tell you about our history, for we've kept records since time immemorial.
Then you are one of the older races?
That's right. According to legend, we were the first race to be morphed. This may account for our copious record keeping.
Do you have actual records of contact with the humans?
Ah, records of the humans. Those records are quite vague. They suggest that the humans kept our ancestors in cages while they bestowed the gift.
The gift?
That is what our people call the giving of self-awareness to morphs.
And what happened after you were given this gift?
Details are sketchy. Apparently, our ancestors worked with humans on a regular basis. In fact, they taught us their language and script.
Your ancestors served the humans?
Serve them? Of course not. We are not servants. We help them in their scientific experiments, on some level.
Then the rats and the humans must have been great allies.
Not so. Even though some humans worked with us, most of their race had great prejudice and fear toward us. They would drive us away or kill us if they could. Morphed and unmorphed alike, some had such hatred for us that they would hunt us down and set traps to catch us.
What did your people do?
What we had to do to survive. We segregated ourselves from man and built dwellings under the ground where we would be safe from those that would harm us. We continued that lifestyle even after the humans vanished.
And you believe these legends?
I believe all legends are part fact and part fiction. Which is which, only our ancestors knew for sure.
And your job is to watch this door?
It is not. I am no mere watchman. There are several of us who take turns watching the door. My main duty, however, is keeping track of our trade balance with other tribes.
What is your main form of exchange?
We deal mostly in information. Whatever skills we have come from our vast storehouse of written knowledge.
How did you get this job?
It is a trade that was passed down from my father and from his father before him.
You've been doing this a long time, then?
As long as I can remember. My father would bring me to this very room, even when I was very young, and teach me about this trade.
Do you enjoy this job?
Enjoy? Enjoy? What kind of question is that? It is my job. It is what I do for the good of my society. My personal enjoyment does not enter into it.
Tell us more about your society. Tell us about your...
For one thing, we like to be left alone.
Really? Why is that?
Because we are usually too busy to make idle chit-chat. Therefore, our contact with other races is usually limited to what is necessary for trading.
But there were several rats at the puzzle tournament. In fact, it was a rat who beat me.
That's true. We seem to have a great skill for puzzle solving. So several of our younger members do enjoy getting out and dealing with other tribes at these events. It's just a phase, however, and usually doesn't last long. They soon return to the solitary lifestyle.
What do you do for fun?
Our pastimes are mostly intellectual. Games, puzzles, anagrams, the like. Physically, we enjoy foot races and hide and seek. Now, if you will excuse me, I must get back to my work.
You are indeed a most interesting race. We would like an audience with your leader.
An audience with our leader? An audience with our leader? Do you have an appointment?
We do not.
Then an audience is impossible.
Why?
Why? Because he only receives visitors from mid-morning until mid-afternoon every other day during the week, and from noon until dusk on the other two. On the day of Throne, he receives only invited guests from dusk until midnight, and on the day of Death, he receives no visitors whatsoever. Therefore, you will have to wait for your audience.
But, good sir, you do not understand. I have an idea to distract him. Play along. We'd like to make an appointment.
Very well, then. What is your name again?
My name is Riff of the Fox Tribe.
Also, I think I might have figured out something, or what that Riff's voice sounds familiar. He is the narrator in Redline.
And yes, sir, I am.
Or the announcer in Redline.
You are who?
No. Yes, sir, I am.
No, who are you?
That's me.
You? Who are you? Who are you? I'm the door. I
Excuse
said,
me?
I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
I may need a disguise.
So we tricked them with an Abbott and Costello routine.
Yep. Okay, let me make sure. Confusing thing. Just turn right when you can. Let's see. Touch the door key. Confusing again. Entrance. Turn right when you can. Go to the library. Oh, this looks like a library. Library. Continue northeast in a straight line. Go right at the end through a wooden door. Okay. So apparently right here, if you were playing other versions of this game, there would be a copy protection question right here. Head southwest. Okay, head south. Head south. Oh, I guess. Head southwest. And then southeast.
You can take off that cloak now, young fox. You must have had a long journey. So tell me, how did you manage to get past the doorkeeper?
My friends and I provided him with a diversion.
Quite clever. But then I could tell you were clever at the puzzle tournament.
Aha, so that's...
I think I forgot something.
Yes. I am called Sist, and I was there to witness your defeat at the hands of Scory.
Scory was lucky.
Sometimes all that stands between a winner and a loser is a little bit of luck. Now then, why are you here?
My friends and I are investigating the disappearance of the Orb of Storms. We are at a loss as to where to start, and have heard that you know many things. Can you help us?
We have knowledge, but we are not clairvoyant. We must have clues, something to go on. Have you any clues?
I found what might be a clue.
Let me see it then.
I have made a plaster cast of a footprint found at the scene of the theft. Can you identify it?
It looks familiar. I will have to consult with some of my associates. At any rate, it will not be enough for a positive identification. I suggest you return to the scene of the crime once again. When you have more information,
I need to pick up those berries.
I will help you.
Thank you, friend Sist. I will follow your advice and return as soon as possible. Rat cloaks, and they look about my size.
Do I have to... damn it. Okay.
Nobody could tell. It's perfect disguise.
Yep. was trying to click, but I was accidentally moving the window.
Imagine a game where you have to move the window to move the character.
You know, Kingsway kind of is like that. Except it's not, like... Man, I should play Kingsway again. That was a weird game. Yeah, I keep on accidentally clicking the Discord window.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I said,
Who are you?
I'm the door. Who is he?
Later. Nope, so the... Okay, pick up.
These might be a valuable clue.
Thanks. Clearly I'm not doing the adventure game thing enough and, just, picking up literally anything I can. Oh, wait, is that something? Oh. Boop. Okay, which one of you wanted the cup? Could have sworn they went in that direction. Oh well. Okay, let's solve this whole thing first.
Not now.
Okay, that's it. Not you.
I'm so late. Let me.
I've been warned.
Okay, I think the cup lady was like right towards the front.
Where is my
there-
cup? Has anyone seen my cup?
God damn it! Give cup. That's the bucket. Give them. God damn it. Give cup to. Okay, good. I can walk while. You. What do you mean walk to cup? Give cup to. God damn it.
Maybe they don't want the cup.
I'm gonna give them the cup.
They don't want the cup.
I'm gonna give them the cup.
So late. I'm so late.
Okay, you're not the one. Where did you go? You were just here. There you were.
Now.
God damn it. I'm going to give you the cup.
Not now.
So help me, I will make a snare. And I'll give you that cup. Nope. I think I saw it over there. God damn it.
I'm so late. Let.
thought the cup person was closer to the entrance.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I think they walked away. Oh well.
They didn't want the cup.
They didn't want the cup. They're not getting the cup, and now I gotta do this stupid puzzle all over again.
Tell us about.
For one,
Real.
because they have
In.
gave this.
Yeah, just.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I may need.
Yeah, I know, Riff. Wait, did I pick up something else? Oh, the cloak. Okay. You know if this is... Look, he looks more like an otter in this than he does like a fox. I think it was this way.
Sour berries.
What? You recognize them?
Indeed I do. These are very rare and grow only in certain places.
Where? You must tell me.
This, together with the footprint, tells me all I need to know.
Who is it? You must tell me.
Not so fast. My knowledge does not come cheap.
But I have very little money.
Who mentioned money? It is information that I desire.
What is it you wish to know?
For weeks we have heard rumors of strange goings-on at the court of the Boar King. This has caused great consternation among my people, for we do not trust the boar.
That is a sentiment shared by most races.
I want you to go to the Boar King's court and see what you can find out.
But I was just there.
I find that hard to believe. Have you any proof?
I did find this ring at the bottom of his mud bath.
What were you doing in his...
Never mind. It's a long story.
Ah, this is good. This is very good. I mean, this is bad. Do you know what this ring means?
It has the head of a wolf on it, so I assume it belongs to a member of the wolf tribe.
It is more than that. This insignia is that of a wolf captain. That means there have been military meetings between the wolf and the boar.
How do you know the ring wasn't stolen? Or maybe the wolf captain lost it?
First, the wolf captain is constantly surrounded by guards. You cannot steal from him. Secondly, the ring cannot be lost because it is never taken off, except under very special circumstances, like the pledging of a very solemn troth.
What kind of troth?
It is that which fills me with fear. Whatever unholy alliance has been formed between the wolf and the boar, it can only mean trouble for the rest of the tribes. And I believe it all revolves around the missing orb.
Then it is all the more important you tell me what I need to know. The footprint and the sour berries, to whom do they belong?
The footprint belongs to a raccoon.
A raccoon?
A rather large male in his mid-30s, I'd say.
But raccoons are pretty rare in these parts.
This raccoon isn't from these parts. The sour berries only grow at very high altitudes. Most of the raccoons have settled on an island far to the north of the known lands. Whatever raccoon made this footprint obviously brought the berries with him from the north. It is there your answers lie.
Then I had best be on my way. Time grows short. Fare you well, friend Sist. Let us both hope my mission is successful.
Wait! Take this wolf's head ring with you. It may prove valuable. If nothing else, it may provide you with some capital in an emergency.
But this was to be your payment.
The information you brought me is payment enough. Now go, and may Hrone go with you.
Thank you, friend Sist.
Alright.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I
Later.
said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
Okay, now we need to go to a house. Where is the house?
What a great view this...
Oh, there we go.
Hello, sir. We've come to Forever Mountain in hope of peering into the wildlands, that we might have some sort of idea where we are going.
I am pleased to meet you. My name is Tycho Northpaw.
You seem to have an excellent view up here. Have you had occasion to do much observation of the wildlands?
Indeed I have. In fact, I have made maps of part of them.
Indeed. Most interesting.
I am both an astronomer and cartologist.
Cartologist?
A map maker.
Our new friend is a map maker. Perhaps you could tell us something about the wildlands.
I will tell you what I know of the wildlands. It is a place of great danger. It is also a place of great magnificence. There are hostile tribes, treacherous terrain, and roaming reptiles. It is also a land of great beauty and power.
It sounds like a truly wondrous place.
I hate the fact that I know this voice actor from a very specific role. This is Mike Reynolds.
In some ways,
who voiced Bragan from Golgo 13 to Professional, who was a cop, and just remembering him from a very specific scene.
I have not. With my impaired sense of smell, I am at somewhat of
Can't even see him from that goddamn beer sign.
I do, however, occasionally encounter a traveler who has
God, that's gonna be
been
a
through the wildlands,
media delta and a half.
He will supply me with information.
Many fear the wildlands and say they
Yep.
are full of unspeakable dangers.
That is only fear of the unknown. If you make the unknown
Oh god, that was
known,
weird.
the fear has nowhere to take root.
How much of the wildlands can be seen from this mountain?
For some reason, Chatty got disconnected from the channel for a reason I got
Cannot
concerned.
see as much as I used to when I had my light catcher.
It happens.
However, No one I have met has ever reached the other side and returned to tell their story.
Can you give us any suggestions for our journey?
Keep all of your senses on alert, especially your common sense. You will need them.
Yes, the Wildlands are a fascinating
It's weird
place,
that, like,
but there are some other
a good
things to
majority of
discuss.
these voice actor or like some of these like key roles are just uncredited where everyone else is.
Perhaps you could tell us something about the Wildlands.
I've already told you all I know.
Tell us about yourself. How did you come to live here on the edge of the Wildlands?
I was born a member of the Dog Tribe and raised to be a hunter. However, that career was cut short. You see, I suffer from hay fever, which not only renders my sense of smell useless, but on the hunt, my sneezing had a tendency to alert the prey to our presence. I soon became quite a liability to the hunting party.
I'm terribly sorry. That must have been quite difficult for you.
Not really. True, the other members of the tribe soon ostracized me, but I was never much of a hunter anyway. My heart just wasn't in it. I was much more interested in the stars. I would lie on my back night after night and watch them into the early hours of the morning. I charted their progress across the sky and studied them until I knew each and every one by heart. So I decided to become an astronomer.
What led you to Forever Mountain?
The king of the Dog Tribe at the time, Rex, had no use for astronomy. He considered it a waste of time. All he cared about was the hunt. So after I was ostracized, I decided to find the highest mountain I could from which to gaze at the stars. And that was here, Forever Mountain.
What did you find when you first arrived here?
I found this building.
Just this building? Nothing more?
Oh yes, there were many other things.
What kind of things?
Instruments for seeing the stars. Light catchers, I call them. I believe they were actually left here by the humans before they ascended.
What makes you think they were left by humans?
The items I found are far beyond our own technology.
And you actually believe all of these humans ascended to the land of the clouds?
Actually, I believe the humans ascended to the moon.
What?
The image we see on the moon? That is actually the face of a human. I believe they carved it there so we would know that they are always looking down on us, watching us and caring for us. Someday they will return.
And when will that be?
When we are good enough, when we have learned enough, when we have stopped fighting amongst ourselves and learned to live in peace. Only then will we be worthy.
I find that hard to believe.
Then what do you believe in, my young friend?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Ah.
That's all very interesting, of course, but there are a few other things we'd like to discuss. How did you come to make these maps?
From my vantage point here,
That's Final Fantasy IV.
I would look through my light catcher to the wild lands below. I saw the hills and the valleys. If I saw an area of thick vegetation, I knew there must be water nearby. If it was a round, contained area, it was a lake. If it was a long, extended area, it was a river or stream. If at night I saw a fire, I assumed it must either be a campfire or a village. The size of the fire and the consistency of its occurrence told me which.
You mentioned something called a light catcher. What is that?
Ah, my light catcher. It is an instrument I found in this house. It makes objects that are far away seem close at hand. It makes the stars seem so close you could reach up and touch them. It makes the moon look as if it were right next door.
What a wonderful apparatus. May we see it?
I will show it to you, but I'm afraid the instrument itself is broken. About 8 moons ago, I had it on my desk. A strong wind blew through my window, blowing papers to the floor and taking my light catcher with it. Part of it shattered, and it has not worked since. It still pains me to think about it.
What part broke?
This small, round, clear part. It cracked in half.
And you've been unable to repair it?
I'm afraid so.
That is most unfortunate. Such an instrument would help us greatly on our quest. There are a few other things we'd like to discuss.
Go on.
Since we cannot see very far into the wildlands, perhaps you would lend us the use of your map.
I'm afraid that is impossible. It is the only map I have of the wildlands. And with my light catcher now broken, I would never be able to make another one. It must not leave these walls.
But without it, we will lose much time trying to find our way into the wildlands.
I sympathize with you, but there is nothing that would persuade me to give up my possession of the map.
Would you trade the map for a repaired light catcher?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I know who can repair the piece from your light catcher. If you allow us to use your map to go into the wildlands, I will see to it that your light catcher is repaired. Do we have a bargain?
I will make you a counter proposal. While you are getting the piece from my light catcher repaired, I will make you a duplicate of my map. It will be ready by the time you return. Fair enough?
Fair enough. If you wrap the piece of the light catcher so it may be transported safely, we shall be on our way.
My friends, the broken piece is now in your care.
We'll be on our way.
Good luck to you.
Alright. There we go. God damn it. Oh, right there. I mean, there's no photocopiers. They don't have, like... I don't even think they don't have a look... Oh, nope, I don't want to go to the sanctuary. Nope, I want to go to the village. Come on. Oh, hopefully you're just going to it. Or you're just... There. Walk to the village. Okie doke. Okay, so now we know that there is someone in here that can fix that. It'd be a real shame if this, if they couldn't fix it and there was a chain of defense that we have to occur first, though. Okay, so you. Yep, good. In the door.
Good. No,
oh.
Thank you.
There we go.
Ah, so glad I didn't miss this.
Pretty indeed, but it is information I see.
Information? This is not an information booth. If you're not going to purchase anything, I suggest you move on.
Okay. Give the piece of broken glass to Glassmaster.
I have a glass item to show you. We need to have this repaired or have a duplicate made. Can you do it?
These are most unusual. From whence did these pieces come?
An instrument called a light catcher.
This is new to me. To construct a piece to these exact specifications is beyond my skill.
Then we are doomed.
Not so fast. Let us go to the lodge. We can ask Sokka. If she cannot help us, perhaps she will consult the one who knows all.
What is this lodge you speak of?
The lodge is our gathering place. It is the place where we share information and ideas of how to build things better.
How many are there of you at this lodge?
Sometimes 20, sometimes 30.
23.
We gather there every day before sundown. In fact, the meeting should be starting very shortly.
Then we shall most gratefully meet with you and the others at the lodge.
Okay. Okay, so where is the lodge from here? Could it take... Okay, let's go to the lodge, which is just southwest of the hardware store. Southwest of the hardware store, so that's... The hardware store is right there. Oh, goddammit. Okay, this is not probably the best way to get in there. Okay, so that's the hardware store.
So did you, like, dive deep into the furry connections of this?
So WikiFur went down the moment that I started the stream, so I forgot everything. If I remember correctly, it's not Talon, but it's, isn't one of the people who worked on this part, like, big up in, like, the burned fur community?
There were some... Back in the 1990s, when this was being made, there were not a lot of people active in the furry community. People like Mitch Biro and other folks were big fishes in small ponds. And so some of them are involved in this. But you may have also noticed this game has A-list voice acting.
Yes, we have been discussing that.
Indeed.
Yeah, New World threw some serious money. And also, depending on what you read, like, the furries complain that this game was supposed to be way better than it is, but you can see there's still a lot of furry in it.
Yeah, I mean...
However, it is broken.
I was gonna say, isn't like the head... It wasn't like one of the main animators, the guy who did Omaha the Cat Dancer?
This piece of glass is warped.
I don't know. I don't think Reed Waller was involved with this.
I saw him listed.
Apparatus called a light catcher. It makes objects that are far away look very near.
That is quite amazing.
Perhaps you could consult the one who knows all.
What do you know of the one who knows all?
Only that you turn to him when all else fails. Please, can you not consult him now? It is a matter of life and death.
Very well. We will show the glass to Unit and...
Wait! Only a member of our guild may speak with the one.
Then he shall be an honorary member.
The rest of us had to pass a test to prove our worthiness. Tradition must be upheld.
Oh wow, Wendy Lee's is everyone is in it. Every voice actor is in it.
Wendy Lee is in it. She voices Reen.
Honorary member must pass our test. Test!
Okay, some of the big names. Yeah, no, actually, I stand corrected. Reed Waller was apparently one of the animators on this. I did not know that. But some of the big furry names are Monica Livingston, who was one of the Albedo people. I worked on Albedo. And Eric Blumrick was a big name. I don't know why I dropped Mitch Biro's name. He's not involved.
Elsewhere for your solution.
Huh.
This is based on an ancient drawing made by the humans. You must arrange the pieces.
The rumors going around was that they had wanted to make a more adult game, but New World kiboshed it once they started throwing real money at it.
That makes sense.
Then bring on your test.
Very well. Bring on the tanagram.
Okay, so, yeah. Okay.
Who likes anagrams?
Okay, let's just... Okay, I'm just...
So you're pretty far into the game by now, right?
So I'm using a guide to help me through this, and it looks like I'm getting close to being a third done.
Yeah, well, I would say you're almost halfway done, but, so, you remember that big intro where you meet that shrew moneylender, and he goes through a big dialogue tree and talks about how you can't stop any of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna have absolutely zero payoff. That never comes back.
Yeah, because, yeah, this wasn't this, like, meant to be a trilogy, but they could only get one game out?
See, this is where it gets annoying, where it says, yeah, it's meant to be a trilogy, but no, he's not gonna come back with a vengeance, because he's completely irrelevant to the finale.
Also, I don't think this is gonna work. Unless there's... Yeah, because
I'm
a tiny piece.
I'm a big meanie, but it's like, yeah, they meant this to be a trilogy, but that doesn't mean they knew what they were doing when they made this one. This game is a big incoherent mess.
The plot has been not great. Well, I should say the plot has been... There's been some okay, there's been some kind of questionable. like, this, like, thought, I guess. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Well, let's see. I'm sorry I came in late here. You've already been to the Boar Palace, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that sequence, we needed that.
Yeah.
And you've been to the Dog Palace?
No, we have not gone to the Dog Palace yet.
Oh, yeah, keep your walkthrough handy. Okay, so that's how far you are. Okay, so maybe you are only a third. I thought you were further along.
Yeah, the Dog Palace should be, like, we're, like, a couple steps away from that.
Yeah, so, like, I was excited to get this game because it ran on Power Max, which was unusual at the time, and I had a Power Mac. So, I was excited to get it, and it had full voice acting. This game inspired us to make Ironclaw, the tabletop game that we make.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this feels a bit like that same kind of thing as, like, Ironclaw.
Well, yeah, in the fact that we played this and we were so mad at it that we said we could do better than this. Sorry, people who love and inherit the Earth.
I mean, that works. Okay.
Because, like, did you see the front cover of the box art?
Yeah, that's the thumbnail for this.
Yeah, so you notice, like, that elk has a quiver of arrows, like, just choked, and the boar has this giant axe. Did you see those?
I think I did.
Yeah, did you notice they're not in this game?
I wasn't really paying attention.
Are you waiting for the combat sequence to start?
Oh, I know that there's no combat. Yes. I knew that there was no combat in this.
Later editorial, like that's where I've been trying to figure out. Later editorials from the authors claim that they had to reduce the content because they were pigeonholed as a kiddie game because they had furries in them. But there's no evidence that they ever intended for there to be any, like, combat in this game. Because as you noticed, all the sequences are, there's a bathhouse, and then later you'll get to see the polyamory. And they left the nudity sequence in this game. So,
I get to look forward to that.
They ever meant...
I get to look forward to that because we haven't gotten that yet.
That's near the end.
Okay, I don't think that this is gonna. That is not.
And one of the creators has been banding around making a sequel to this thing for ages now.
I saw when I was looking for the thumbnail for this, I saw that there was something around a. Was it a Kickstarter for a sequel? Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, and they also have a Patreon where they take money for it, but nothing's ever come out of it.
I remember seeing that. Yes, there is also a comic for it.
Yeah, and the comic doesn't have, like, any action-adventure elements to it. It's a lot of characters standing around and talking. So that just makes me think that when they talk about adult elements, they didn't mean more sophisticated puzzles or politics. They just meant more sexy times.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Alright. Do this. Do I have to use every piece of this puzzle? Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
I think the mallet is in the wrong place.
You know what am I doing? This is...
It's on the walkthrough?
No, they didn't put it in there, because I just saw a tank. I was gonna say, it is 2001, I can just look up Inheritor Tangram. Give me that screenshot. Thank you. Oh, I had those two in the right spot. Okay, then you. Okay, then you.
Would you like some help?
I'm working on it. Okay, then you. Then you. And you. That. Oh, right there. And there.
Griff, I hereby grant you honorary membership in the Ancient and Honorable Order of Tinkerers, Fabricators, and...
All right, let's get on with it.
Here is Unit. Have you ever seen such a marvel?
I cannot be sure, but I believe that is an orb.
Could it be the Orb of Storms?
Not if they've had it as long as they say they have. It must be another orb.
We sometimes refer to it as the
Here it
Orb
comes.
of Hands.
This little ball knows everything.
Is this what I think it
If
is?
we ask the question properly, he will give us
Yep.
answers. Oh, one who knows all, we need your help. These travelers have come many miles to ask you a question. Speak to them and give them the benefit of your vast knowledge.
Unit functioning. Input query.
Oh,
What?
That means you may ask your question.
okay. I thought it was going to be a magic
I
8
bow
ball.
to you.
Correct.
What?
Bending of torso at waist and lowering until perpendicular with standing surface, returning to original position, correctly identified as bow.
I told you we don't always understand him.
We were wondering if you could identify these.
Composition of object. Amorphous inorganic mixture of silicates formed by a fusion of silica and oxides of boron, with potassium as a flux and lime as a stabilizer.
But what does it do?
Objects do nothing. They are inanimate.
Can you tell us how to make another?
State origin of glass.
It is part of an instrument called a light catcher.
Term light catcher unknown. Further information required.
It brings things far away near.
Insufficient information.
It goes inside of a tube.
Insufficient information.
What more information does Little Ball need?
Unit requires proper identification of glass apparatus, or alternate name for instrument of origin.
All I know is it's from a light catcher.
There is no reference in memory files to the term light catcher.
So much for the one who knows all.
Perhaps light catcher is not the proper name.
You could be right. If the apparatus is as old as you say it is, the one may know it by a different name.
Then there must be a record of it.
Those records would be ancient. Where would they be?
If anyone has records going back that far, it would be the rats.
Alright, time to go figure out from the rats that the telescope's a telescope.
Yep. That's the kind of game this is. So, which release is this?
So I got this version from Steam.
Okay.
It
So
should.
they might have fixed the bugs.
I don't know actually if they did. Depends upon what the bugs are.
There's a late game bug that doesn't crash the game, but when it comes up, I can show it to you. If it's still in this, it was in the Macintosh release. I don't know if they fixed it from the later ones.
Okay, I've got to talk to him. Oh, good. It just lets me do it from the start
Who
now.
are you? Who are you?
Okay.
Who are you?
I may need a disguise.
Okay, right. Let's talk to the doorkeeper. Getting confused again. Oh god, I got to
I hear this part originally had the off-disc copy protection, but mine
It
was
did.
a CD release and didn't have it.
Yeah, so I bet you it's the disc release that has it, because the little room that's in the middle, this guy's saying that, hey, this is where the whatchamacallit is. I was kind of hoping that, at least I've now memorized where Sist is. Which I didn't mention it when we were talking to him, but I looked up Sist's voice actor and I couldn't remember off the top of my head if I've heard of him in anything. I'll get the name when we're actually talking to him. It's not like Mike Reynolds, who I knew off the top of my, immediately who that is.
Yeah, IMDb doesn't list which roles they play, it just lists they're in this. But Michael Axelrod, Richard Epcar,
Yeah,
Kramer.
So there is a English voiceover wikia that has information on this.
Oh, good.
It doesn't have everyone, but it has, it doesn't have whoever did that orb. But it does have, who does a good majority of the voices.
Yeah, I mean, when I got this game, I was surprised that, like, I was expecting this to be some sort of, like, silly, terrible, subpar Sierra, and you get hit with the A-list voice acting, and then you get that weird intrigue plot going on where this moneylender guy... Oh, wait, you're in the thing.
Yeah, so assist is Milton James.
We must find out what this confounded thing is before we continue. It is like no glass I have ever seen, but the pieces fit together to form a circle.
So I see. I have seen something like this before. When I was young, I was sent to study ruins believed left by the humans. Where is that book? The sign out front read observatory and contained the most wondrous things. One of them was a huge round tube with glass of differing thickness throughout it.
Was it a light catcher?
Not exactly. From what I understood, it was more of a light bender. But it made the stars seem close enough to touch. Ah, I remember. It was called a telescope, and the piece of glass called a lens.
I will return to the orb and see if it recognizes
Scope, telescope, and lens.
I am in your debt, Francis.
I can already see this game's making heavy use of backtracking.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so now that we've done that, you'll remember the word telescope and lens. Yes.
I see Tyrion's in here. Oh, they have not begun to backtrack. Wait until you get to the random backtracking.
The random backtracking?
Yeah, there's a sequence later where you have to find an NPC, but where he is spawns randomly on the map.
Great. Actually, because I thought that I was like, oh, I can get this done in like 2 streams. I'm like, I'm wondering if I can do that now.
Well, this is Steam, so you have no accelerators. You can't just speed it up.
I am actually using ScumVM for this. But I don't know what options that gives me.
Yeah, Tyrion's asking. There's a quest, you have to get a specific item, and only the merchant carries it, and the merchant spawns on random locations on the map.
You still have to give that guy the cup.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a later thing.
Cup thing just makes me think of a puzzle in Journeyman Project 3 that involves a bowl and trying to find the right person to give the bowl to.
Who are you? I'm the dog. Who is he?
I can't believe this guy falls for this again.
Yeah. That's the 3rd time we did it because we forgot to pick up the sour berries. Okay. Okay, back to talk to the orb again.
I couldn't imagine figuring this game out without a guide.
It's not that hard.
I think you can, like, especially if you're familiar with adventure games, like rubbing your face on it enough could probably get through. This isn't anything like I mean, I've talked to people that have finished King's Quest V without a guide. And
Well, this is more forgiving. But like, notice they gave you hints. Like the people in the village even say, find out what this is, and then he says, "Oh, I should go ask Sist." You know, the person I met earlier, and so you just go back there. So they're really generous with the hints.
Yeah, I like, it's a little weird at first, but I do feel like of adventure games like that are trying to do this, it does feel like you could probably find this stuff out. Okay. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong direction. Like, I don't think it would be, like, you'd have to do a lot of face rubbing against stuff, but you could figure it out. And that's just kind of, unfortunately, part of the genre at this point. Or
Right.
at this time, I should say.
It's a question of whether it's enjoyable to do that. Like, is that really gameplay?
No, but...
No. The random backtracking for the merchant is, I think, the most egregious part.
Tell us about the lens.
Accessing. Correct. Item is a lens with a refractive index of 1.52. Lens conforms to formula 1 over f times quantity n minus 1 times quantity 1 over r1 minus 1 over r2, where n is the refractive index of the glass, r1 the radius, f is focal point, and r2 the radius of the second surface.
I don't like
Can
math,
you
so
tell
don't
us
do
how to
that
make
again.
another?
State origin of glass.
Telescope. It's a lens from a telescope.
Theoretically possible to make if specifications followed exactly.
Glassmaster, can you do it?
I'll do what I can. Very well, Unit. Suppose you and I get to work.
Sometime later.
Glassmaster, what news have you? Have you been successful?
Well, yes and no.
I like the first part best.
I was able to construct the lens from the instructions given by Unit. However, it is still too rough. Unit says I need polishing rouge to polish the lens to its proper smoothness, but I have none.
Is there anything we can use as a substitute?
Not to my knowledge. I am unfamiliar with the use of rouge.
Okay, let me check.
Tell me, Glassmaster, what is your opinion?
Perhaps I can try a harsher polish on the lens. It may help it, but it may also ruin it beyond repair.
What are the chances for success?
Slim. Very slim.
Friend Sokka, what is your opinion?
Perhaps there is a substitute we can use for polishing rouge.
But we're not even sure what polishing rouge is. We certainly don't know what to substitute for it.
Perhaps the one who knows all can tell us.
Yeah, excuse me, Orb.
Unit functioning.
Unit, we have no polishing rouge. Is there anything we can substitute for it?
Qualities and properties of rouge can only be duplicated.
See, I'm just imagining this thing, but instead of an orb, it's just an Alexa.
Into the finest powder. Clay must be pure and free of any chunks. Any imperfection in the substance will result in damage to glass.
Then we may be doomed. I know of no clay. Ia, can you think of any place for red clay?
No.
You know, now that's been like 25 years and you mentioned Alexa, now this makes more sense, because I was always wondering why they bothered to make this look like a stupid globe.
I can't remember red clay anywhere we've been.
Neither can I, except in the Boar King's mud bath.
What?
Yes, that's what the Boar King uses to make his special mud. Finely ground red clay.
Do you mean that I was up to my waist in red clay and didn't even know it? No. No.
What will you do now? The last time we saw the Boar King, we barely escaped with our lives. We dare not try it again.
What will you do?
The only thing we can do.
Try it again.
Take over the world.
Where? Oh, crap. Where's the door? There we go. Okay.
The walking animations are really nice.
They are.
Which is good, because you're going to look at them a lot.
Yep. Like, it's neat to, like, it makes sense to have it, like, oh, animate at, like, a speed that makes sense. But I do kind of miss the Sierra put the speed all the way up and they just have them zoom across the screen. Okay, let's do this shit again. Okay, talk to the Boar Sentry.
Well, if it... I wonder what he wants this time. Ha 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 ha!
Wait.
Well, I see our presence. We shall have to take our truffle news elsewhere.
Wait! Truffle news?
That's right. In our journey, a field rich with truffles was found by the eagle nose of our friend Ock.
Eagle nose?
Whatever. We thought that we would share this news with the Boar King. After all, there are more than enough truffles in this field to provide everyone in the castle with a sumptuous repast.
A lot of truffles?
Oh yes, a whole field full of them. But with the reception we've received, I don't think I care to share that information.
Oh, you must forgive me. I've had a very bad day. I'm sure the king will want to hear of this immediately.
Very well.
Also, that's just Mike
Open the
Reynolds
gate.
again.
Go ahead, Riff.
Oh, time to die. There's no, like, fail state in this game, is there?
There is absolutely no fail state. In fact, the game is aggressively against the fail state. Okay, this part both impresses me and doesn't. Because notice they make you
There's
walk
a fox,
around.
Riff. He requests an
Oh, wait, you're
audience with you. A fox? He just doesn't learn, does he? Very well. Send him in. It will amuse me.
Your Majesty.
Tempting fate, my young foolish friend. Why are you here?
I was going to come in here and beg for mercy. I was going to plead for clemency. I was going to grovel at your feet and appeal to you for the release of my friend. I was going to strip myself of every vestige of dignity I have left for your pleasure. But now, I don't think I'm going to.
Did I miss something?
Okay.
Oh, they'll make you walk back out. No, that whole thing, they have you go in the cold because a real castle would have a block that if you came in, you'd have to go and make all those turns. And that's kind of cool, but this isn't like a real castle.
Yeah, it's like, because I first got into like, oh god, it's gonna be a maze, because I just got done with the other thing. And then it's like, nah, actually, it's just a straight line.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Okay.
And here we are walking.
Yep. We have 2 things in the walkthrough left, and then we get to go to the next part of the walkthrough. God damn it. That hit Discord again. Okay, so go to the Ferret Village, go to the lodge, and give the red clay. Where is the glass? Dude, not there. Give.
What an odd red color. It's getting.
Pick up.
What an odd. It's getting.
Wait. Look at.
How long before?
We'll know in short, but my
What an. It's get. What an. It's. There's not much.
There we go.
This is excellent. Exactly what Unit requested.
Even later.
So this is the lens. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful later.
Thanks for the help, losers. Other than, like, the characters all having terrible reasoning for just about everything, this ain't that bad.
No, it's a decent little adventure game.
It's a little weird because it skews younger because it's not that complicated.
Yeah, it definitely does.
But then they have weird, creepy adult themes in it.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Ah, it's you. I was beginning to think I'd never see you again.
That thought crossed our minds several times as well.
Well, did you do it?
Did you fix my light catcher?
That I did, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. How I've longed to see my beloved horizon. The stars, the moon. Oh, how can I ever thank you?
I need this to help find Gogo 13.
Yes, we want the map. Of course, it's right here. In fact, I've only now finished it. A traveler was through a couple of days ago. He was from the north and was on his way back there. He gave me a great deal of information, which I've included on this map.
How fortunate.
Yes, in fact, he was quite forthcoming with his information. For a raccoon.
A raccoon?
That's right, a big fellow too. I told him about your quest, and he was quite interested in it. That's when he started giving me all the information.
Tycho, can you remember which additions you made from the raccoon's information?
Why, yes, I can.
Kindly remove them from the map. This information I do not trust. The trail is warmer than we thought.
It's ready.
We've not a moment to waste. Let us be off.
All right.
Very well, then. We have the map, fresh provisions, and a noble purpose. What more could we possibly ask for?
Mud!
I promise that upon the completion of our mission, you shall swim in the sod to your heart's content. Now then, let us be off.
Maybe they want a cup.
Wait, you are Riff, are you not?
Of that I plead guilty. Who are you?
I am servant to Alara, High Priestess of the Orb of Storms. She has sent me here with a most solemn request.
If it is within my power to help Ilara, I shall gladly do so.
News has reached her that you are bound for the Wildlands. She asked that you deliver this letter to her sister, Alama.
Ilara has a sister in the Wildlands?
Yes. Alama was always the adventurer of the two. Quite a loner. When she was quite young, she chose to live in seclusion in the Wildlands. They have not seen each other in many years.
But how shall I find her?
We do not know. Perhaps she will have to find you. At any rate, if you can find her, Alara would be most grateful.
Hey, can you tell from these portraits that different artists worked on the art?
To make the delivery. Let us make
Yeah,
haste, fellows.
yes.
Our quarry beckons, and we must answer.
All right.
Because the art's really good, except for Riff's face. I want to punch Riff's face so bad.
Riff's face looks very
His smug aura mocks me.
Yes.
Very 90s furry.
Yeah, yes, very 90s furry is a great way to describe it. Also, we have finally got to the point where I've been looking for it because I saw it when I saw it in the. Okay, here's what I'm wondering.
Who goes there?
I am Riff of the Fox Tribe and Associates. We seek passage.
Passage you shall have. All you have to do is pay the toll. Us? Pay you?
Okay, I was kind of hoping it would just be the Bato voice, but it's the Bato with a cold voice.
By whose authority is this highway robbery?
Because that's definitely Richard Epcar.
Prince.
Prince who?
Prince. That's it. Just Prince. He's our leader. Ring
Oh, the singer.
And this prince expects us to give him money just to pass through?
It's either that, or you do not pass at all. On the other hand, Prince is very fond of amusement. I'm sure that if you told him but a few humorous stories, he would not only grant you safe passage, but make you his honored guests as well.
Hold on.
Not bad. A few jokes and we're out of here.
Do you think you can come up with some humorous stories?
Are you joking? I'll have him rolling on the floor. Take us to this prince. We'll teach him what amusement is all about.
Right this way.
I'm bored. I need something to do.
Oh, let's do something. We could go chase wagons along the road. Maybe you could throw me a stick and I could bring it back.
No. Today, I feel like howling. I haven't had a good howl in a long time. Hey, everyone, how about a good Loop howl.
That's not how you spell Obu. This is bullshit. Everyone's paying a fine.
Wow, that felt great.
Oh, so there is a particular line of rope from RoboCop that I'm thinking of right now.
There are 3 travelers at the gate to Wish Passage.
Did you say travelers?
That's right. They say they're on their way to the Wildlands.
Well, bring them in.
Also, look at that bottom right portrait. It's gone.
Welcome, my friend. To whom have I the pleasure of addressing?
I am Riff of the Fox Tribe. These are my associates. Lieutenant Ia of the Guard of the Forest King. And Sergeant Ak of the Boar Tribe. We seek passage to the Wildlands, but we must respectfully decline your request for a toll.
I see. Well, my needs are small, and a bit of amusement is certainly worth as much as money to me.
Then perhaps I could entertain you with some amusing stories.
Very well. You may proceed.
Good evening, ladies and germs.
Let's see.
I would have thrown him out immediately.
Let's...
God, can we just skip all of these?
3 brothers.
Yeah, let's...
This is a really good one. Once upon a time, there were 3 brothers named Julian, Philip, and
Once
Kevin.
upon a time, there are 3 brothers.
That's just an
Named Justin, Travis, and... I forgot what... How did I forget Griffin McElroy? Yeah, just let us pass.
It seems that you have neither paid the toll nor have you managed to amuse me. My, this is a disappointment.
And then we will be on our way and bother you no more.
Au contraire. You will yet provide me with amusement, only this time it will be on my terms. Cards?
What?
Take our guests to the dungeon until I decide what to do with them.
Ow! What happened?
Apparently, Prince really didn't like that last story.
Where are we?
We're either in the dungeon or the worst inn in the world.
Alright, well, I think this is a good stopping point.
Oh, you haven't gotten to the worst part of the game.
Well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna continue on next weekend. Not stopping our run. We'll be continuing this game, but I got things I need to do, so unfortunately.
Very understandable. This would be a good place.
Yes, we have reached the... So I'm looking at the guide, and it's looking like this is probably the longest section of the game.
Yeah, probably.
And
yeah,
then...
you lost your cup in your bucket.
Yep, I lost the
In
cup in the bucket.
RNG, which means it could be extremely long.
Great. Alright, well, with that'll do it for this session's look at this game. Also, so I remember how ScumpyM works. There we go. Oh, I can save through here too. Yeah. I don't know how that works compared to other, but, well, that also broke that. Okay, anyway. Let us go and talk about what we're doing next, well, it'll be next Friday, but, yeah, because I didn't know what to do, and then I remembered that a certain something comes out next Friday, so I kind of feel like I had to do this. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube channel at youtube.ltp.life. There you can watch these episodes at your leisure. This one will go up on Friday. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube, you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LoadThePuzzlo. There you can watch these live Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. There's also my personal Twitter at LoadThePuzzlo, the show's Twitter at Hazeltown Story, and there's also a Discord, discord.ldp.life, that will occasionally have polls in which you can vote on to determine future content for the channel. You can also go to patreon.ldpl.life, which will take you to Patreon, which at $2 and $5 tiers helps with hosting costs and various other things. There's also radio.ldpl.life that will take you to Hazeltown Story and Media Delta, which you can listen to on any podcatcher of your choice. So, on Friday, new Pokemon Snap releases. So, I'm going to take a look at that. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. And now, actually might be a smidge early, but Bear is going to be continuing his look at a game called, oh, hold on, what is it? It is, it's 3 words I keep on forgetting the order of. Mad Rat Dead. Yeah, Mad Rat Dead. So, yeah, which is a weird rhythm game that it's very Nippon-ichi, but, yeah. Anyway, if he has not started already, and if he's listening and starting in haste to try and catch it, I apologize, but if he has not started yet, he should start shortly. So with that, thank you all for watching, and I hope you tune in for the next episode. I do not remember the song Pokemon Snap, but whatever. Later.